Hello, ladies and gentlemen of Insomnia, ladies and gentlemen in the Twitch chat. We're about to go live with the second to last run of the day. I'm not going to do my usual spiel because we are currently running behind. Just know that you can donate to Special Effect by scanning the QR code or by !donate in the chat. Yorkie, whenever you're ready, give me a countdown to begin your run and we will begin your run.
Yeah, so because the intro is very slow, we'll just go straight in. So 3, 2, 1, let's go. So I expect no one in the audience has ever heard of this game. This game is very uncommon, but it's very fun. We're going to skip all the cutscenes because they're slow, especially the first one. The first one is 7 minutes long. And we don't want to be doing that, especially when we're a bit behind. But yeah, this is Ranko Tsukigime's longest day. We are the eponymous Ranko, and we are going to take her through her longest day. So this is a platforming game which is very reminiscent of Sonic. You run to the right, you dodge or attack things, and that's it. There are nice bits of precision throughout, which we'll hopefully get to show off. But this is Ranko, and we get taught the basics of the game every single time you play. So we know how to attack, and we're going to kill these little animals here as we run through. You saw the hands there at the beginning. That is the Legion. The Legion are chasers throughout the level, and they're the generic bad guys. Hopefully we won't be seeing them all that much, at least not after this first look. So you'll see we're jumping, we're creating chains. Going up in a level is generally the fastest path. So we're going to be trying to do that as much as we can, trying to avoid everything as well, and obviously clear a path as we go. So, Ranko, who is she? She is an assassin. And this is the Legion. We're going to wait for them to come. We're going to shoot them with our violin, because our violin is also a gun, because, of course. And we're just going to basically escape from them as quickly as we can throughout these levels and dodge everything. So, Ranko is currently out on a mission to assassinate a known sort of underworld kingpin, who will be sort of chasing in a few minutes. But the game itself was part of an art project that was released back in 2013 called Short Piece. And it was the modern day entry into the series. Basically, all the other parts of the series of Short Piece were anime sort of films that showcased one era of Japanese history, from historical periods to Edo and stuff like that, obviously to modern day. They managed to get Suda51 to do a bit of the story, as well as a gentleman called Yohei Kataoka, who is more well known for Tokyo Jungle, which is a game where you play as animals after the end of the world. And that is also a very good game. But we're almost at the end of the first level here. And we're just going to keep dodging things, making very nice, pretty sort of blood splatters and everything going on the screen. We're just going to keep jumping. And there we go, that's stage 1. So, the first cutscene being so long, we don't actually have cutscenes for a while now. We're just going to be sort of progressing through. So, actually, Matt, if you're still there, if you want to do your usual sort of intro, you can ask and get people to donate. Now, if you want.
Yeah, can you hear me okay?
I can indeed.
Brilliant. So we did, in fact, actually have a donation at the end of the new Super Mario run. From Anna Whitman, £20 saying super run. It was indeed a super good, super optimized run. Hey, if you'd like your donation read out live on stream and live in the room like I just did with Anna's donation, all you need to do is !donate in the chat, or use your phone's camera to go to our, to scan the QR code on the screen, and you'll go to our donation page. We're trying to raise money for the fantastic Special Effects, who are here at Insomnia as well, if you'd like to go check them out. They create and distribute custom gaming peripherals for disabled children and adults so that they can play video games just like anyone else. It is truly a brilliant charity and a fantastic cause. So if you can spare literally anything, it could just be a single pound. It would be greatly appreciated, and you'd be making someone's quality of life so much better.
So you saw that the second stage here, we learned a new move. We learned how to slide. You can't do that until the game teaches you here. It's very naughty, I guess, not allowing you to do things that you already know. And we fell down here, but that's fine. We can still make very good progress here, as long as we don't bonk into walls. I'm going to slide again. So, whilst sliding, you're invincible. Whilst jumping, you're kind of invincible. Now, there's not really like a damage thing, so I guess you're kind of invincible all the time. But certainly, you don't have to attack them, which is the big thing. And we've also got little speed pads, which unfortunately I missed there, but it's fine. We're still going plenty fast here. And we've learned the wall spring again. And you can see why going the sort of more northern paths are a lot quicker. You don't have to climb as much. We're going to have a nice big... Just going to ignore all of them. Go down here. And this is the end of the stage 2. So we're well on our way to our sort of target here. We'll be slowly... there's another couple of stages. So the story of the game, I guess, is that your end goal is to kill your father, who killed your mother, and yeah, you also end up killing your sister from the future, which makes about as much sense to me as it does to you. The story is very loose, but it's very, very fun. We also have some friends that will be making an appearance later on, including a couple of transformations. But we're in the vaults, and we're going to get introduced to clearing all the enemies as well as deflecting fire back to enemies. Try and at least get there with that. But we'll get locked in some rooms here where we have to clear all of the enemies in the room before the door unlocks. And we'll just need to do that once or twice in here. And thankfully it's not too bad. But it's a very artistic game, as you can sort of tell. It's very pretty to watch. And it's very, very satisfying to perform as well when you get like the perfect sort of slides. But Suda51, the maker of the game, as you're sort of well aware by now, after I've told you many times, is more known for a different series of games called No More Heroes. Unfortunately, this one seems to be, like I say, a bit unknown by even most Suda51 fans, even though it has the same kind of subject matter of an assassin. We're almost at the end here. We're coming up to the rooms with people we need to kill. Lots of black platforms. I'm gonna go down. There we go. Okay, we missed that. That's unfortunate, but that's fine. Thankfully, the Legion haven't caught up to us just yet. Normally they do on this stage. So here's the vault, and this is one of the first ones where we have to find the vault and clear all the enemies. So we're just going to come here, fire up our gun, which goes forward as well. And it just helps clear out all of those enemies there. There we go. So at the end of every stage, you get this little results screen that tells you how many people, in fact we just PB'd that level, how many people, well, how many enemies you've killed as well as your end time. Unfortunately, we don't actually do it by a level timer for any sort of the world record or anything like that. It's completely the full thing. So we're going to be going on to the hotel. Which is the next sort of area where we're going to be. Now, our father, the masked man, is a parking magnate He owns most of the parking structures in Japan, apparently, and that's where we, as Ranko, live for some reason. I don't understand that either, but apparently that's a thing. We just live underground. Now, you'll notice there we killed the big bomb. That's actually slower. Because his chain is very slow. But again, very colourful though. Very nice to look at. We're just going to dive over here. We're going to avoid all the enemies below. We don't want to hit them. But we're going to clear them all out here. Oh, we missed. They dived out of the way, so we didn't get the nice big clear screen there. Oh, come on. There we go. You see, we're actually faster than they change a lot of the time anyway. And again... we just want to clear Legion off there. And again, we can use our gun to clear... we can use our gun to shoot forwards to clear up enemies that appear in front of us as well. It's not used that much in the speedrun because it's not being routed, mainly because you do need to have that sort of reserve ammo down the bottom left for if the Legion catches up. There we go. Slowly catching him. You can tell by the screen going a bit green, but we're almost at the end here, so it's fine. And we're finished with the subway. We're on the subway train, on our way to the hotel, where we kill our first mark. 126 of the enemies there. This is actually our hotel as well. It's the Grand Tsukigime Hotel. So our father is very rich. And as most people are well aware of, slow load times on the PS3, aren't they amazing? Fortunately not a game you can install to the hard drive, but we'll get that. And again, the music is actually a bop in this game. It's very, very good. Hopefully we get to stay on this path, because unfortunately the bomb decided to not let us go past, but you'll see in a second the reason why we wanted to stay up there is solely because of this area here, which you have to climb back up to. Okay, we'll just jump off of that guy. Not the ideal way, but again, get to show off how pretty the game is. All the colourful effects for you guys. Climb, we will get back up here. So, this game, if you're new to speedrunning, despite getting more and more expensive recently, it's a very simple game to learn. So if you're after a game and you want to play something weird, then you should totally play this. Come on, we will get up there. Shoot that. Ignore that guy, get in. See, this is the reason I just bought a new PS3 pad. So, yeah, we're well on our way. Story-wise, we're now at the point where we're going to go and kill our first sort of target. That target happens, as we find out shortly after killing them, is, in fact, our good friend's father, who is an underground mob lord or Yakuza lord of some kind. And hopefully it will load. You might see a bit of the cutscene. So all of the cutscenes are sort of rendered by different people, different teams. They all have a different style. So some of them are cel shaded, some of them are just 2D graphics, some of them are manga style, basically to throw in as much difference and sort of modern day sort of input into the game. So say hello to Night and Day. This is our first boss fight. We're in a mill of some kind, and we just basically need to avoid that as well as attacking these guys. So we kind of want to delay here so he comes back so we can get him again. And sort of take them down. Now they only have 3 hits each, so hopefully we'll get this swag slide here. We do. So that little slide under there doesn't seem like it saves much time, but it really does. And that is him dead. And this should be the last one up here. He should go to the right here. We should be able to, there we go. So that is the quick kill, I like to call it. It's the fastest way of killing them. Good old day and night. And by throwing their bodies into the sort of the milling process at the bottom, it blows up. Now, you'd think they were dead at this point. Story-wise, they aren't. They come back as zombies. And we eventually meet one of our other friends, who is also kind of like a magical girl, and her brother, who is a Sentai ranger of some kind. And we're going to do a bit of escaping. In a level or two. In fact, is it now? Am I getting my levels mixed up? We are, yeah. So we're on his bike. His name is Ren. And we just need to escape. This is one of the toughest levels. Because Legion, for some reason, decides to speed up with you. You know? They've been pretty slow, reasonably, like, for the past few levels. But now they're just, like, on our tail. So we kind of want to have, like, a 2-charge leeway with our gun here, just so we can shoot them back and miss a few enemies if need be. So we're in the underground here, and we're just going to try and escape as quickly as we can. And again, we want to go the north path, or the upper path, just simply because it's safer this time around. Because it doesn't warn you when the bottom level is. So you can really end up just driving off the edge of a platform to your death. And we don't want that, especially here. So we'll try and build up our 2-shot charge here, there we go. Just got that one extra one. So Ren is a very good guy. Unfortunately we're not going to see him for much longer. Should be, as much as it seems like we've not really done much here, we should be coming to the end soon. Just get rid of Legion again. Yeah, we've got a nice little 2-shot charge. Hopefully we don't, yep, that's good, that's fine. So this is the end, so I'm just going to shoot them off. That's chase across this lass here, and we're at the end of the stage to our survival. So we're coming up to the next boss. Unfortunately, Ren doesn't survive. We're also meeting one of our other friends here. So the previous, the person that we killed, her daughter is here now. Unfortunately, she's not very happy that we killed her father. As you can probably imagine, I'm sure no one else would be really happy if that had happened to them. So she changes into a dragon. So this is Kirara, who is a normally very bubbly girl, but she fires hearts at us, and we want to avoid them. She's got 3 sections that we need to kill before the final sort of section becomes available. And we start with the wings because they're the easiest. And I will warn everyone, there is going to be a very loud point in a minute or two. So if you're in the chat and you're wearing headphones, just be aware of that. But we've got this nice little save point up in the top left. So we can just hide up there while she does the sweeps across the screen. We're not going to take out her legs or her tail. Hopefully one of the two, and damage the one enough to not cause any issues. Just going to dodge out of the way. So she shoots more love hearts, and they do track up until she loses a body part, and then they just fly off screen. So we don't need to worry about it. So we're just going to go sit back up in this top corner, let her get her anger out. She's got a nice little flower in her head. Now we're going to go for the tail. Now we can only attack the tail when she like swings it up, so it's pretty painful to try and get. There we go. She's going to do one more sweep across the screen, and then we're going to go for the head. And yeah, we're still on Ren's bike here. He can fly. We don't want to get in the way of that, so we're just going to dodge. We're just going to sit right in her face. It's fine. If we get a tank like that, we should be able to do enough damage. No? Okay. She's very angry with us. There we go. So, I will warn you now, headphone users, and everyone in chat, and behind me. Very loud. So now we've killed the dragon, what do you think is next? So there's Ren. Cool guy. He gets skewered, unfortunately, and doesn't survive. That's our sister from the future. Don't ask. That's 50 years in the future somehow. Yeah, we'll be seeing her again. A couple of times. She doesn't have a happy ending either, unfortunately. But yeah, we're now being chased by a demon called Pom Pom, and I'll, you know, we're next to the guide dogs, so you might know what type of animal it is. It is a Pomeranian, and you'll see him shortly. Here he comes. Yeah. So this is Pom Pom. He is higher up in the food chain than the Legion, and he's very angry with us as well for some reason. So we're just going to try and escape from Pom Pom as well. We will be petting Pom Pom with our gun several times throughout this run here, but thankfully he just sits there and waits for us. He's very nice to wait every now and again for us whilst we climb up the platforms. He can also fly, apparently. We'll see if we go on the upper paths. He follows us up there. But this is the second to last stage. We'll be meeting our father soon. But Pom Pom tries to eat us, so he's not very friendly. So we're just going to say goodbye to Pom Pom for a second then, because we missed the speed boost pan. Okay, we didn't go up, that's fine though. Pom Pom is very, very quick. Gonna say bye to Pom Pom once more. And once more. wait there for a second. You can see the little live view down in the bottom right. And you can see that he eats the platforms as we climb up them, which is very nice. There we go. So, we didn't slide in time there, that's fine though. Pom-Pom should just say, get a little pat there from our gun. Oh no, Pom-Pom got us. That happens. We will retry, and we will try and beat Pom-Pom once again. Normally happens there at the very end of the level, as you can imagine. But yeah, wonderful Mount Fuji. Just ignore that happened there, and just look at Mount Fuji in the background there, in all its glory and splendor. So we get to say hi to Pom-Pom once again. So this is Yohei Kataoka's input to the game, kind of. In Tokyo Jungle, the main artwork on the front of the case is a Pomeranian. It's kind of his thing. Ooh, he tried there. Not quick enough for us. Thankfully he waits. Very nice and considerate sometimes. Ooh, very close there. We got the north map, so you can see he's floating now with us. And he climbs with us every step of the way. I'm not sure what he's actually standing on, or if he does indeed fly. There we go, we got this path as well, which is better. But he will also come up with us. There you go. Oh yeah, one thing to mention, you see you've seen like 1 or 2 little present boxes throughout the stage. They are just unlockables. Unfortunately, I've not actually close. I've not read them all for 100% of the game, but there's also no way of knowing once you've unlocked them whether they're. You don't get like a warning saying you picked anything up, which is a bit annoying. But we're almost at the end again. Hopefully Pom-Pom is nice to us here. So yeah, in story terms at this point, we found out that we actually unlock the gate to hell, and this is the gate to hell. Which is why Pom-Pom has come from wherever he slumbers. But we're now at the final boss where we defeat our father, and you would think it was a similar kind of setup to the rest of the game, but no, you'll soon see. We have to unmask him, and we do this in the form of an 8-bit game. And Pom-Pom's here to watch. I'll see you enjoying the show. So I'll start saying my thanks for everyone at this point, because hopefully we shouldn't die here. Touch wood. Obviously thanks to UKSM for having me on. But we're hopefully going to get him to do the ideal move, which is to do a belly flop of some kind. Come on, come on. So that's fine. So we have to hit him when he comes down like that. And he can do that attack through any sort of platform. Okay, he's not going to do it. There we go, that's one. So this is our sister. You see, unmasking him for us. Okay, so he's on the bomb, so we just want to be over here. So good so far. So now our sister is going to be ever so helpful here and chase us around the stage as well. Oh, this is actually pretty good. So that attack is perfect immediately after. Now he's going to do some belly flops with a lot more of his guys. So we just need to look out for the green mask at the top. Hopefully he's near to it. He is all the way over here. He's always the first to drop, which is what we want. So we have masks as well. So he's down there, so that's fine. So that, when we get the screen, will be time. Sorry for not really announcing it, but we'll be getting there soon. So we've demasked our father. Our father now cannot live on, as you can imagine, and that is time. So yeah, we've demasked our father. Our father is obviously not able to live. You know, being a wrestler, he cannot live unmasked. And we now need to clean up the loose ends, which we will be doing in the cutscenes, which you won't see. But basically, we go see our sister and we kill her as well. And the final cutscene here, I'll let play actually if it's okay. But she comes back from the future with her legion on her like steed. So you can see here the difference in animation between the various sort of forms that they got for it. But as you can imagine, a game like this never got a sequel, so you don't have to worry about the Legion ever chasing you, or Pom-Pom, or fighting your father, or anything like that. And that's it for me as well. I'm out of here as well, so thank you for having me on.
Thank you for being on. You got nothing else you want to say?
Nope, that's absolutely it.
Brilliant. In that case, we're going to be going live next with Ace Bats, who's going to be playing Jet Set Radio Future in the any percent category. Unfortunately, it's going to be the very last run of this event. But don't go anywhere so that you can enjoy it. We'll be back very soon with Jet Set Radio Future.
This is runner speaking. Bit more. Oh. Yeah, runner speak.